Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters everywhere, hello and welcome to the second episode of this special edition of Huda Quest, where we talk about the Seerah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And we again wish you all a blessed Ramadan, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept your salat, dua and ihsan. And this time actually last time we talked about life in Mecca before the birth of Prophet Muhammad, and this time we're going to be talking about a major event that happened on the year, or in the year in which Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was born. And first of all, I'd like to welcome our participants, our guests for today. So first of all, we have Yusuf. Hello Yusuf, it's very nice to have you on the show.
And me too.
Thank you so much. And Malik, it's very nice to have you on the show. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you too.
Thank you guys. Are you excited for the show?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you now. I obviously said what the topic of our episode today will be, but what do you know about the year in which Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was born? Do you know something, Malik?
I think it will be about the elephant year.
Yes, the elephant year. Yes, it was called the elephant year. Malik, I think you were talking. You wanted to say that as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it was the year of the elephant. And why? Well, because a very important, it's a very serious incident happened in that year, and we're going to be talking about that. So what we do is that we have a competition. We ask you some questions, and through these questions we are introduced into the story, and then by the end of the questions we recap with reciting the story again from the beginning to the end. And this is basically the very first segment. So we have some choices, and we have 5 questions for each one of you. 4 choices. One choice is only the correct one. Okay? Or in the case of all of them, actually all of them are definitely correct. So we're gonna start with you, Yusuf. Are you ready?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Great. So we're gonna start with you, and the very first question goes as follows. The question goes: Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed a surah in the Holy Quran that talks about the people of the elephant. What is the name of this surah? And the choices are Surah Al-Fil, Surah Al-Kahf, Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah Al-Falaq. Go ahead.
Surah Al-Fil.
Surah Al-Fil. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Great. We're gonna check and see. Let's see if the answer is correct. The answer is definitely correct. Surah Al-Fil. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about the people of the elephant, and the story that starts with the verse أَلَمْ تَرَ كَيْفَ فَعَلَ رَبُّكَ بِأَصْحَابِ الْفِيلِ. Thank you so much. Now it's your turn, Malik. And the second question is for you. It's your first question, of course. What was the name, the question goes, what was the name of the ruler who mobilized a full army and marched with it from Yemen to Mecca to attack Al-Kaaba? Abraha, An-Namrud, Jalut, none of them.
Actually, this question is easy. Abraha.
Abraha. Okay. Why do you think it's easy?
Because Abraha wanted to attack Al-Kaaba, and he built something.
Yes. All right,
said,
we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. MashaAllah, you have a lot of knowledge about that. Good job. Thank you so much. So the answer is Abraha, and Abraha is correct. Thank you so much. Abraha was the ruler of Yemen. Of course, he wanted to attack Al-Kaaba with his army, and he mobilized a full army to do that. We're gonna learn about why he wanted to do that. Third question is for you. Are you ready, Yusuf?
Yeah.
The question goes: what was the name of the house that Abraha built in Yemen to have all people come to it for pilgrimage instead of Mecca? Al-Qulais, the palace, the huge house, none of them.
Honestly, it is a hard question.
I know, it is a really hard question. But try to think of, it was in Yemen. The name was a little bit unfamiliar. It's an Arabic name, so all of these might be some hints for you.
القويس.
Al-Qulais.
القليس.
Well, let's check. Let's see if it is the correct answer or not. The answer is correct. Al-Qulais. Thank you so much. Good job. Thank you so much. Great. And the fourth question is for you, Malik. Are you ready, Malik?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, the question goes. What was the act that enraged Abraha and made him march with his army to Mecca to attack Al-Kaaba? When one of the people of Kinana dirtied Al-Qulais, when someone insulted him, when people called him names, when he had a dream.
It's a hard question.
I know it's a hard question, but you guys are smart and you have knowledge, so you deserve to be given hard questions. Would you like me to repeat the choices again?
Okay.
So, when one of the people of Kinana dirtied Al-Qulais, when someone insulted him, when people called him names, when he had a dream. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one? You're running out of time.
When a person.
Or when one of the people of Kinana dirtied
Al-Qulais.
Al-Qulais. Yes, so let's see. When one of the people of Kinana dirtied Al-Qulais, let's see if the answer is correct. And the answer is correct. Thank you so much. So yeah, that actually, so when he built Al-Qulais and when he wanted all people to come to it for pilgrimage, one of the people of Kinana got angry. And to, express his anger, he went to Al-Qulais and he dirtied the place, which enraged Abraham. The fifth question goes to you. Yusuf, the question goes. What was the animal that Abraham took with him to attack Al-Kaaba? Elephant, lion, tiger, giraffe. That's easy, right?
Yes.
Very easy. What is it?
Elephant.
Let's check the answer. The answer is certainly correct. Good job. Thank you so much. And we move again to you, Malik. And the sixth question goes. What did Abdul Muttalib ibn Hashim talk with Abraha about when Abraha came to Mecca? Asking him not to attack Mecca, 200 camels that Abdul Muttalib owned and that were taken by Abraha's soldiers, asking him to go back to Yemen, or none of them. Try. Think. The answer.
I choose number 2.
Number 2?
200 camels.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, the answer might not make sense, but we're gonna explain why it doesn't make sense later. Okay, so 200 camels that Abdul Muttalib owned and that were taken by Abraha's soldiers, and the answer is correct. Thank you so much. Good job. Thank you. And then the seventh question to you, Yusuf. And the question goes, who said, I'm the only master of my camels, but the house has its own lord who's sure to protect it? Abdul Muttalib ibn Hashim, Abu Sufyan, Umayyah bin Khalaf, Abu Talib. And it's the very common saying in Arabic, أنا رب الإبل أما البيت فله رب يحميه, which translates, I'm only the master of my camels, but the house has its own lord who's sure to protect it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Abdul Muttalib ibn Hashim, Abu Sufyan, Umayyah bin Khalaf, Abu Talib.
Number 1.
Number 1? Abdul Muttalib ibn Hashim? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if it's number 1 or not. The answer is correct. Yes. Abraha was surprised. Abraha was like, I thought you would be asking me to go back to Yemen, not to attack your holy mosque, your holy house. And then Abdul Muttalib responded, God is responsible for protecting this place. And he said, I'm only the master of my camels. I'm only taking care of my camels, but the house has its own lord who's going to take a good care of it. Okay, the 8th question, Malik. The question goes, what happened when Abraha and his army directed Mahmud? Mahmud was the elephant, the name of the elephant. Directed Mahmud, the elephant, towards Al-Kaaba. He didn't go forward, or it didn't. So he didn't go forward, he went forward, he died, he fled.
Absolutely number one.
Number 1, which is?
He did not go for.
He did not go forward. That is correct. Thank you so much. And then the 9th question, Yusuf. The question goes, what happened to the people of the elephant? Birds and flocks, each one holding 3 small stones, were sent over them, or they all suddenly died, or they drowned all, or they perished in an earthquake.
Number 1.
Number 1, birds and flocks were sent over them. Yeah, each one was holding 3 small stones, and they were sent all over them. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if it is the correct answer. It is actually the correct answer. Good job. Thank you so much. Now, the last question with you, Malik. And the question is, in which year was Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, born? The year following the year of the elephant, the year of the elephant, 2 years later after the year of the elephant, 3 years prior to the year of the elephant. The year in which Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was born. We all know this, right?
Yeah. Clearly the year of the elephant too.
The year of the elephant, which is number 2, and we're gonna check the answer. And the answer is correct. Good job. Thank you so much. MashaAllah. Yeah, I know not all of the questions were easy, but MashaAllah, you did a great job. And it's time to recap now by telling you this magnificent story. And the story goes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed Surah Al-Fil in the Holy Quran, which talks about the people of the elephant. The story goes as follows. There was a ruler in Yemen called Abraha who wanted to have all people come to Yemen every year for pilgrimage instead of going to Mecca. So he built Al-Qulais, a big house, to have all people come to it for pilgrimage instead of Mecca. One of the people of Kinana got angry and went to Al-Qulais and dirtied the place. That enraged Abraha, and he mobilized a full army with an elephant, and he went to Mecca. He wanted to attack Al-Kaaba. So they took an elephant with them and they got to Mecca. And Abraha's soldiers, when they got to Mecca, they took 200 camels that Abdul Muttalib owned. Abdul Muttalib went to Abraha to ask him to have the soldiers return them back. Abraha was surprised that Abdul Muttalib would ask for such a thing. He thought he would ask for him not to attack Kaaba or to go back to Yemen. But he said his very famous and popular response, I'm only the master of my camels, but the house has its own lord who's sure to protect it. Abraha arrogantly said, but not from me. When Abraha and his army directed Mahmud, that was the name of the elephant, when they directed Mahmud towards Kaaba, he wouldn't go. He wouldn't budge. He wouldn't move. And then after that, birds and flocks, each one of them carrying 3 stones, were sent upon them. Anyone who was hit by these small stones was killed right away. This year, which was known then as Amul Fil, the year of the elephant, was the year in which Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was born. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us this story in the Holy Quran in Surah Al-Fil. Did you enjoy the story?
Yeah.
Great, thank you so much. Now, I'm just gonna have a short break and we'll be right back with games. Okay? Okay, brothers and sisters everywhere, stay tuned. We're gonna be having a short break and we'll be right back. We are back, brothers and sisters everywhere, after this short break. And now it's time to have fun and, of course, connect the dots with all the information we learned about. And we're gonna start with you, Yusuf, with the first game, which is rearrange the image. We have a puzzle and you'll have to rearrange it, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Great, let's have it. Okay, you have the picture of an elephant here. You've got 1 minute and you're gonna get 10 points if you can do that within 1 minute. Go ahead.
2 and 5.
2 and 5?
Uh,
No, not correct. I'm gonna give you the first one. It's 9 with 5. See 9 there? It's with 5. Yeah. See? Let's try, huh?
3 and 6.
3 and 6. Let's see. 3 and 6.
No.
It is
3 and
correct.
2.
No, not correct. Sorry. Yeah, 2 and 6. No, 3 and 6. No, 3 and 2. Wait. 3 and 2.
3 and 2.
3 and 2. Yes. Try. Huh? 6 and 8. Yeah, 6 and 8.
6 and 8. 7 and 4.
7 and 4.
And
No, not so. Yes, it's correct. 7 and 4.
and 2 and 8.
Fortunately, we ran out of time. So sorry about that. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm sure you're gonna make up for that with the other games, okay?
Okay.
You don't have to be worried or too sad about that. Okay, Malik, it's your turn. Guess the image. You have an image covered with 9 boxes or 9 squares. You can reveal 2 of them. And if you get the answer correctly, you get 10 points. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's have it. Which one would you like to reveal?
5.
5. Let's see 5.
2.
2. Okay, what's that?
Actually, they are birds.
Birds, and they are in flocks, right?
Yeah.
So, and they're carrying what?
Like
Small stones as well.
Small,
Yeah.
like rocks.
Yeah, rocks or small stones. Yeah, rocks like would be big ones, but these are just small.
Stones.
Let's see. Let's see if the answer is correct. Yes, actually, the answer is correct. Good job. Thank you so much. And the birds, of course, this is just a picture to make us think and visualize. So they were birds, each one of them carrying 3 stones. And yeah, they attacked the Abraha's army. Okay, your turn again. We have now think and match. Think and match. It's not going to be that difficult, but you have to figure out the connection, okay? Let's see. Let's have think and match with Yusuf. All right.
4 and 8.
4 and A. Yes, I think it's correct. Okay, maybe try another one. Try 5. How about 5?
Okay, 5 and 8.
5 and A.
Uh,
Yes, 5 and A.
4 and B.
4 and B. Yes.
Uh, one and C. And 2 and D.
Yes. 2 and D or E.
2 and D.
2 and D. 2 and E. Yes, of course, 2 and E, right? Because
2 and E.
2 and E. Yes.
And 3 D.
3 and D. Okay. Good job. Let's figure out the connection now. So this is the light, and this is just our symbolism for the coming of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. One, and that was the year of the elephant. So Prophet Muhammad was born on the year of the elephant. The camels, of course, we remember the 200 camels and the story of that. We have camels in here. And you see this, Prophet Muhammad came to help people worship Allah, or to, guide people to the right path of worshiping Allah. And of course, complete rejection of worshipping idols. And then you have 4, which is the birds in flocks who attacked the army of Abraha. And you have number 5. These are the birds, each one carrying how many stones?
3.
3. You have the 3 stones. Okay, I know this one is a little bit difficult, but we have always to figure out a connection to remember this information. Good job. Thank you so much. Good job. Thank you. Now it's your turn. Reorder the events. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
So you have some events. You have to reorder them. You just have to give them a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, based on the date of their occurrence. The earlier. So the earlier, and then the later. Okay? Let's have reorder the events. Here we go. And you have the events here. Mecca is protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Abraha mobilizes an army with an elephant to attack Mecca. And you have birds and flocks attack Abraha's army. People perform Hajj to Mecca.
People perform Hajj to Mecca.
Okay.
First.
This is number 1.
Abraham mobilizes an army with an elephant to attack Mecca.
2.
Birds and flocks attacks Abraha's army.
Attack Abraha's army, yes.
Mecca is protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Thank you so very much. That is correct. This is exactly the order of the events. MashaAllah, good job. Good job. Thank you so much. Both of you, you've been amazing. And now, it's time for our last game, which actually you have to share with one another. So we're going to show you, it's called the slideshow. We're going to show you 5 slides, and then we're going to ask you about these slides. Each one of you will be asked a question. So both of you will have to pay attention to this one, okay? Okay, let's see. Let's have the slideshow. Okay, so you have birds in here, and you have to remember the numbers, okay, because it's gonna be easy. You know what this is? This is Sana'a. This is Sana'a, the place where the police was built. Okay, and the question for you, Yusuf. What was the pictures that had 3 stones in there? What was the number of that picture?
A stone?
Yeah, 3 stones.
3.
Number 3. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check. Let's see. It was number 3. And the question for you, Malik, how many camels were in the 5th picture?
2.
2. Okay, let's see. It is correct. Thank you so much. Okay, both of you did an amazing job today. Splendid work. Good job. Both of you get 10 points for that. We learned a lot today, and it's always important to read and learn about Seerah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Now it's time actually to check your scores. So let's see how many points each of you got. Let's have the scores on the screen. Who is the champion of this episode, and who is the winner? So Malik got 80 points. Yusuf got 70 points. Yusuf, you've been amazing. You did a good job. Malik, congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you so much. You are the winner of this episode. As always, our aim is to learn from all this information and to have fun at the same time. So it's been a pleasure having both of you on the show. Brothers and sisters everywhere, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And until we see you again, inshallah, tomorrow in a new episode, we're going to be talking about a new event in the Seerah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Have a great day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dum 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 ba da dum dum ba dum ba da ba dum ba dum dum ba dum dum ba dum dum ba da bum 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 dum ba da dum ba da ba 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 dum ba 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 da ba dum ba dum ba da dum 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 ba 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 da ba dum ba ba dum dum